All right, how you guys doing today? Welcome back to another lesson on triangles. Today we're going to talk about exterior angles of triangles. Last week we were doing some triangles, we classified them, and then we found missing angles, but the missing angles we found were called interior angles because they are on the inside of the triangle. So last week we found angles like this one right here that were inside of our triangle. Today we're going to find them that are outside, which would be our exterior. So I'm going to talk about how we can do that. All right. We'll start by actually finding this angle right here because that will help us find our angle X. So the way that we did this last week is we knew that there was 180 degrees in a triangle. So we would add these two angles up, 52 and 46, and I would get 98 degrees. And since I knew that there's 180 in a triangle, I would subtract them. So I would do 180 minus 98, and I would get 2 and 8. And so we would see that this angle was 82 degrees. So I could write this in here. This would be 82 degrees. Now, when we're talking about angles that are on the outside, take a look and see this X. Notice how it's right next to my 82 degrees. And they are on the same line. Now, I'm not sure if we've learned this before or not, but when you have a line, you actually have 180 degrees as well. So there's 180 degrees for my three angles inside a triangle, but anytime we have a line, like this right here, we have 180 degrees total. So I could sort of split that in different ways. If I put a line like this, if I pretend that this angle is 50, then this angle has to be 130 degrees because they have to add up to 180 degrees. Another word for that, which we'll learn later, is called supplementary angles. So using that, knowing that this angle right here is 82, and they're on a line, X and 82 are on this line together, then we can do, I'll do it up here so we have some room, we can do 180 minus 82 degrees. And I'm going to get 8 and 9, and this is going to be 98 degrees. So X will be 98 degrees. All right. Now, you may be looking at it and thinking, wow, this 98 looks awful familiar. That's what my answer to X is. That's also what I got when I added these two angles up right here. And this is sort of a shortcut to it. This is called the exterior angle theorem. Is if you take two inside angles and add them up, that's going to equal the exterior angle that's out there. So let's take a look at this other example over here, where we have this triangle with 61 and 74 at X. We can do it the way that we just did right there, or we can use our shortcut, which is our exterior angle theorem. And what we can do is we take these two angles, and we're going to add them up. 61 plus 74 is 135 degrees. That's what this X is going to be. All right. Now, if we were to find this angle over here, we know that it's on the same line as this. So 180 minus 135, we would get that this is 45 degrees. Now, just a little practice here. What if we extend this line out here and we want to find this angle? We'll call it Y. We have a couple choices. We can either do 180 minus 61 to get our answer, or we can look at the two interior angles that are opposite this exterior angle. So the two angles that are on the inside that are opposite are 74 and 45 degrees. So this angle Y right here is going to be 119 degrees. All right. hopefully this makes sense to you guys. We'll do a little practice today. Tomorrow we'll do a Google Meet, so you guys can ask me any questions that you have. But let me know how it goes.